Good day to all of you. Today we will discuss the parental care in fishes, which is a part of the CC 13 of 3.4 unit. So, parental care can be defined as an association between the parents and the offspring so as to increase the chances of the survival of the offsprings or young ones. So it is the care of the eggs or the youngs until they become able to protect themselves from the predators. So protection by the parents by means of nest, nurseries or the shelters, and the direct caring or the nursing by parents. Female care shown by the ichthyofish, male care is shown by the hippocampus fish, elites, etc. The parental cares most songbirds, mouth breeding cicelids. So through this video, we'll discuss the parental care in fishes. So parental care is occurs in 28% of the fish families. Among 61 of these are the male takes care of the offsprings. So fertilization is externals. Males are territorial. Females mate with male on the male's territory, and the eggs are deposited on the substrate and females leaves. So first one is the oviparity. So, a phenomenon where undeveloped eggs are laid, and in fish, oviparity is most common. So, eggs are inexpensive to produce, and eggs are in the water, they do not dry out. The survival of individual eggs is very low, so millions of eggs must be produced in order to successfully produce offsprings. Examples are the catfishes, cat sharks, etc. So next one is the oviviviparity, and in the eggs hatch inside the body of the female, there is a little internal fertilization without direct maternal nourishment, and babies are born after few days. Examples are the mouse, sharks, and rays. Next is the viviparity, the internal fertilization leading to the internal development, and the baby derives direct nourishment from the mother. Fully advanced baby is born. Example are the hammer-headed sharks, surf perches, etc. So fishes shows three ways to care their young ones, and these are the first one is the fishes do not build their nest, next one is the nest building fishes, and third one is the viviparity. So first one is the fishes which do not build their nest. So a number of fishes species have developed some designs of depositing their eggs in suitably protected places. They do not build nests. So it can be the deposition of eggs in the sticky covering. Example are the yellow perch, also known as the Perca flavensis. Other examples are the anglerfish, known as the lofias, the flying fishes, and the carps. So there is a figure which the fishes which do not build nest. First figure is the egg deposited in a rope-like structure in yellow perch. Next figure is the egg deposited in a gelatinous outer coat in anglerfish, and third one is the egg deposited on a sticky thread in flying fishes. The next part is the deposition of eggs on dead shells of bivalves. So example are the European bitterling, known as the Rhodius amaris, deposit eggs in the siphon of a freshwater mussel by means of a long tube acting as an ovipositor. See, ovipositor is a long tube drawn out from the oviduct. Other examples are the male Rhodius, which are not sexually excited by the presence of the female of the own species but the side of the shell of the mussel in which the eggs have been deposited. Figure of the oviposition by European bitterling on the shells of a dead mussel. Next is the deposition of eggs scattered over aquatic plants. So the carps, Cyprinus carpio, scattered over aquatic plants to which they remain attached. Next is the deposition of eggs in the surfaces of the rocks. Example are the lump sucker or the cyclopterus. So next one is the deposition of eggs in the body of fish. Example are the tilapia or the cicelids, which lay the eggs in their mouth cavity. So the female broods the fertilized eggs in her mouth, and after hatching, she allows the youngs to take refuge in her buccal cavity in times of danger. Next is the formation of the egg ball. So egg ball, the example are the male butler fish known as Pholis rolls the eggs into a round ball, and then one of them remains on guard by curling around it. Next one is the eggs in integumentary cups. So example are the catfishes, also known as the Platystachys. And then the eggs in brood pouches. Example are the seahorse, known as hippocampus. Fertilized eggs are transferred by the female into the male brood pouch. Next is the mermaid purse, that is sharks and rays. The fertilized eggs are laid inside a protective horny eggs capsules called the mermaid purse, and the capsule remain attached to the aquatic weeds by their tendrils. So these all examples are included in this, which fishes which do not build their nest. So next is the eggs attached to the cephalic hook. The male nursery fish Curtus carries the mass of eggs on the forehead held in a cephalic hook. Examples are here, that is female tilapias are the example of the uh, fish which lays their eggs in the mouth cavity. So the B number are bit of butler fish curling around the egg ball. Next is the Platystachys bears eggs in intermediary cup, and then the D number brood pouch in male seahorse, that is known as hippocampus. Then E mermaid purse in shark, and the figure F describes the male nursery fish carrying eggs masses on forehead. So the next part is the nest building fishes. So first one is a basin like nest. The darter fish and sunfishes, the female makes a basin like depression, sinks into it and deposit the eggs. The eggs are immediately fertilized by the male, who covers the fertilized eggs by sticky secretion secreted from its kidney. Next one is the circular nest. Examples are the bowfin, Amia calva. The male prepares a crude pit circular nest among aquatic vegetation and then invites a female for the spawning and then fertilizes the eggs and guards them. Next, fishes that build nest are the mud or hole or the burrow nest. Example are the Protopterus, also known as the African lungfish. Then the barrel-shaped nest. Example are the three-spined stickleback, also known as the Gastrostechus equilatus. The male builds a nest by collecting plant fragments, rootlets, weeds, and then binds them together with the help of a sticky secretion from its kidney. Next one is the cup-shaped nest. Example are the Aptelatus quadracus. The male builds an elaborate cup-shaped nest attached to rooted plants close to the bottom. Next one is the floating nest. Example are the Mormerites, also known as the Gymnarchus. The male constructs a floating nest with the help of aquatic vegetation. The wall of the nest remains projected and several on above the water surface. Next one is the foamy nest. Example are the fighting fish, also known as the beta. Another example are the paradish fish, known as the macropodus. So figure are here. First figure shows the basin-like nest. The example are the sunfish. Then the circular nest made by the bowfish. Then the barrel-shaped nest. Example are the three spiny stickleback. Then the foamy nest created by the beta splendens. The third part is the viviparity. The viviparity provides maximum protection and represents the highest degree of the parental care. Both fertilization and development are internal. So the viviparous elasmobranchs are included in the viviparity. Examples are the scoliodon, mustels, eggs develops in the uterus, and figure are here the embryos of the scoliodon. So next one is the viviparous bony fishes. Example are the gambusia, puchia. So here are the figure of the shiner perch, that is Cymatogaster aggregata. So last is the ovoviviparous. So an intermediate condition between the oviparous and the viviparous is observed in case of the nurse shark, that is Gingerly monstoma. The eggs are covered by a horny case and the development takes place in the uterus. The fully developed young ones hatch out by breaking the shell inside the uterus. So these all are about the parental care in fishes, their types, with their examples in elaborate manner. So thank you and keep watching.